Hello, and welcome back to some more Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last episode, I fought and beat a dragon. Didn't kill it, but I did chase it off. And I feel very accomplished, and I got that cool curved sword for Stroll. Look, isn't that the exit?
Right.
It is! We can finally get out of here. Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh no, could it be?
Look.
A dragon's roar? And you feel that shaking, right?
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here?
No, stop.
It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run! Running time! Oh my. Where are the explosions coming from? Is there, like, explosive material down there? Is the debris falling explosive? I mean, it looks cool, but how? Out of the
We
fire.
actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
This
back
is so
in a
cozy.
cave.
I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human, though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
It was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way! Who let these blackguards into the palace?
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him!
If that's Louise, how did he survive that?
I failed him. Again.
Again? This is the second time you've done it?
Highness! Highness!
Oh, or you're just referring to the fact that he got away as well.
What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior. For his Highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
You're kidding.
I can't believe not just you, but Stroll and Grius have awakened to that power. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. Phew, I'm exhausted. That maglow is unusually dense, and now it's already dark. I hope I can see a beautiful clear sky tomorrow.
Time for bed.
We still have a long way to go to Grand Trad. You should get some sleep for tomorrow. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor be bestowed with an extraordinary power.
Well,
was this the path I was always headed for? Or is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination, the prince returns to power. I think the country will be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Louise, no matter what it takes.
nonetheless,
Though I must admit, all of this camping is taking a toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. After some time after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. A terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. Anything I can pick up around here? Okay, that's the exit to the cave. Okay. So, I guess there's nothing to pick up around here then. Call it a night.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
That pause between the ha and the I'm was so long that I was that close to just reading it for you.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again.
Such a short conversation, and yet so much time apparently passed.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
I mean, unless he dragged us into academia while we were sleeping near morning. Alrighty then, let's hit the road. The king's funeral's coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad.
This place
Looks
here.
like that's all that's where we're going. No stops in between. We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready?
Great. Let's move
Right,
out.
let's get moving, then.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louise zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
We both did well to make it out.
Yes, we certainly did.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady?
I'm assuming that this lady that... I'm assuming this lady is the same lady that was in the flashback, and is also the same lady who was also in the cart with us when we got hit by bandits at the start of the game.
Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here
And
we go.
back into the capital. Grease went ahead. Let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
Let's wander off.
Ugh, come off it.
No, an Elda again? Ah! And it's the same one that was skulking about earlier, too. You dare to show yourself here just as the royal funeral is taking place? Oh, this is bad omen. Hurry up and get out of here. Your kind will only make the Magla stronger. Wow, this lady is one to talk. It's not like she can actually tell how much Magla is in the air.
Hey!
What's this then? You come to pick this one over too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. Is he alright? What? Never seen someone hit by this before? Just look at him. Of course he's not alright. I think somebody moves him along during the day, but come night, he's always around these parts moaning like a ghoul. Waste of sympathy trying to look out for these types. Not exactly a rare sight in town. Alright.
Now then.
I wonder what the lodging Grius mentioned is like. Can't wait to actually get some rest for once.
Hey!
How far can... Okay. Can't advise against... blah, 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 blah. Don't go that way. Yeah, okay. Anyone else we can talk to? Feed the rat? Knock that over? Oh, I can talk to this guard again.
An Elda?
Elda, I remember you. You walked through the wasteland to get here before, correct? Caught a ride on a carriage this time, hmm? If so, the coachman did you a kindness.
The Grand Cathedral, why? That's terribly unfair.
This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of Gawborns and thought I was going to die. I suppose it is reckless to be in this line of work with just a plain old horse-drawn carriage. If only I had a gauntlet runner. Wait, what's the point of complaining to an Elda? I must be more exhausted than I thought. Okay.
That's terribly unfair.
Can I talk to you? Yeah. No.
That's terribly unfair.
I guess that's everybody worth talking to then. Wait.
Aha.
Oh, could it be? You're an Elda, correct? My, I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city? Yeah. I see. I must admit, I'm quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside the city is a most dangerous venture, unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. Well, if this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. The city's denizens can be somewhat unwelcoming towards people of your tribe. Luxurious inn.
Incredible.
They sure got a fancy inn here. I think we'd stick out too much if we stayed.
Just pathetic.
Alright. Grand Trad Sunshade Row.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
What? So this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from prying eyes.
Got it.
But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? This is the same place that we saw that hanging happen at the start of the game.
Do you need something?
The hush honey be in. Only bad sorts of folk in there, you know. Well, go ahead at your own risk. I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there'll be some stairs at the end of the way. Words. When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait! That last Nydia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering. Good lord. Shop in front of gallows? There are interesting goods, but I don't think they'll be of much use to us. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anybody else to talk
Got a
to.
moment?
You don't want me to explore either, alright.
What am I supposed to do here?
Idiot peasants.
Out of my sight, you filthy little Elda.
Come on!
Someone's shouting from upstairs. But don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. Okay. It upstairs? Oh, is somebody looking out their window? Can I go up there? No, it's blocked off. Okay. That is... Huh, okay. Wait, what's this? Gloam Hall. If it's an igniter shop, they're doing a good job disguising it. Either way, we need to be elsewhere right now. Okay. Alrighty. Don't look at me, damn Elda. Alright, jeez. Cranky pants. I don't know how I missed you. I walked right past you.
Damn.
Oh, you're an important character with a portrait. That accursed landlord told him my mother comes tomorrow, and he still springs all this work on me. Hey, you, fancy a riddle? Where is one sure to find the kind-hearted in this country? Here?
That's right.
Indeed. More precisely, up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are a good, virtuous people. A true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes.
Well...
By the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to this cesspool of a city? Some bee place or something.
Yeah.
Ah, the honeybee. What business might you have there? Some bee place or something.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
Watch out for pickpockets.
I
You
mean,
can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
if rough you mean about ready to fall over dead, then sure.
What is it? Hey, you there!
Hey, what are you doing here? This ain't a place for a guy of your stature. Hold on, an Elda? I see. That's why. What do you mean? Take a look around, mate. The people who gather here have a little something in common. An Elda like you, Parapus like you, an Elda like you, Parapus like us. I won't pry, but it's safe to say we've all been through the ringer. We have. Words. Anyway. Oh, hello, Grius.
Oh.
Grius! We heard all the soldiers at the fort got annihilated, but not you, I see, you stubborn old bastard. About that. Aye, don't worry. Nearly all of Sunshade Rose in your debt. None of us here will go running our mouths now. Alright, then. Oh, look at the time. It's time to end the episode is what time it is. So, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.